Hello and welcome to the Building an Indie Business Podcast with SupremeRumHam. I'm your host, Alex. Today is a very special episode. I will be streaming this episode live on Twitch, and I will be showing viewers how to add dark mode to their website. First, I wanted to discuss some general podcast things. I wanted to remind everyone of the Patreon page, which will support the hosting and, more importantly, the editing of the podcast. So if you guys like this podcast and want to support the editing and hosting, I will put a link in the show notes to the Patreon page. The next thing I wanted to do is I wanted to survey my audience to see if you guys would like some episodes about finance, because I know a bit about finance and I would enjoy sharing some of that knowledge with you guys with all this financial things that are going on right now, like the Lyft IPO. I was in the cryptocurrency industry during the bubble, and I could talk about how to spot a bubble and when to get out. I also studied the 2008 bubble and the early 2000s tech bubble. So if you guys want me to do an episode on things like that, financial topics, let me know. Tweet me or email me, srhpodcast@gmail.com. Okay, so let's get into it. But first, why would you want to add dark mode to your website? The first reason, it's very simple. It's a very simple thing to do. And it helps your customers' eyes. So at night, when they're looking at the screen and it's white light, it hurts their eyes. So by adding dark mode, you're helping their eyes. You're not hurting the people using your website, which will make them more likely to use your website. You can also be added to directories that list products that have dark mode. So you can be added to those directories, and then people will find your website, which is good. I also just saw a tweet by the Indie Hackers Twitter page, and it asked, what are some simple and underrated features? And a lot of people listed dark mode. So it's something that people want. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you want to add a checkbox. And we're going to do that by input, type, checkbox. Then you can name it. I named it dark vanilla because I'm not using a framework for this. And then you want to do on click, and I did toggle dark light mode, which is going to be the name of the function that we have that makes the checkbox work. And so when you go on to your website, you're going to see a checkbox. And there it is for those of you watching the stream. Okay. Now we're going to get into the function. So you're going to do function, toggle, dark light, parentheses, and then curly brackets. Then you're going to do a variable body, and then you're going to grab the element of body, which I forgot to mention. You add an ID to body, and then class name, and the class name, the ID I used was body, and the class name I used was normal mode. And then, okay, so you're going to grab that element, and then you're gonna do another variable, var current class equals body dot class name semicolon. Then new line, body dot class name equals current class equals. Then we're gonna do a ternary operator. Normal mode. Question mark. Dark mode colon semicolon. All right. So what this does is this adds the functionality to the checkbox. And so you're not going to see anything when you refresh it, but let's just do it. See? Well, you can't see, but okay. So now we're going to add the CSS, and this will make your checkbox work. Okay, so for the body, to change the background of the web page, I'm going to do body dot dark mode curly brackets, and then background color orange. Okay, and this will make your background orange when you check the box. And then I also added the I changed the CSS of the login button, and so I did that by period dark mode period login button curly brackets background color green, and then I close them obviously. And so now you refresh your browser. Now you can click the button and you see it's orange, and the login button is green. Okay, so that's it. What you do is you just add another styling to whatever element that you want to style with the dark mode. We can do it with the text also. So yeah, okay, so dark mode, I think I named the title open curly brackets. This would just be color because I'm doing the text, and let's do it red. My default is usually red, and that's like my go-to color when I'm working on this stuff. Okay, and now we refresh the page. It's back to normal. So right now the color is black, and I check the box, and now it's red. So there you go. Okay, I hope you guys got value out of this. I hope you use this. If you have any questions, tweet me, email me about anything, the podcast, about dark mode, light mode, about anything. Okay, thanks for listening. Bye.